Steak and ale pie. Very easy, very simple. Roughly chopped onions, fried golden brown. Nice chunks of beef, caramelised golden brown. Put the two together. In the pot, add your beer, half a litre of Knorr rich beef stock pot, and thicken with a little corn flour. Chop our onions. They're still quite coarse, but that's fine because over the cooking they'll just break down. It's nice to see them anyway at the end. You know, it's nice to have a bit of texture. A little oil or dripping, whatever you wish to use. You may think, wow, a lot of onions, but if we're honest, not really. We've got some big chunks of meat here. I don't like little squares. A big chunk of meat so I can get that real texture. And also I get great caramelisation by cooking at a large piece. If you want to use big chunks of meat like myself, then don't go to the supermarket, go to see your butcher and ask for the cut, which is the top end of the rib, which is running into the neck. And it's really good for braising. Remember, the pan should be hotter than you want it. So don't be scared to get it really hot, because once I put 4 or 5 pieces of meat into that pan, there's a tremendous loss of heat. So have the confidence to make your pan really hot. When I think of a steak pie, I think of a steak which has been braised, topped with pastry. I don't think of little cubes, even though that's what people tend to do. For me, I sit down, I get my steak pie, I lift my pastry, and there's my steak. A nice braised steak, which has been caramelised beautifully. In goes our beef. Add some of the beer to dissolve the sediment. Reduce the beer down, which intensifies the flavour of the beer, removes the alcohol. So as you can see, steaks, caramelised, onions caramelised, beer reduced, all cooking together. We'll just reduce that down a little bit more. When it's reduced by about half, then I'll add the rich beef stock pot. Approx half a litre. And the beauty of rich beef stock pot is that it really brings it all together. Because when you think something like steak needs a big flavour, onions, beer, they're all big flavours. And what the rich beef stock pot does is bring them all together. It gives it that great texture, that richness at the end, which you're searching for. And if you don't put the right ingredients in at the beginning, you're not going to get the desired effect at the end. So there's just one little job to do before we pop it in the oven. And that is just add a little bit of corn flour, not too much. On with the lid, into the oven. And again, time is just a guide, 145, 2 hours. So the steak and ale pie mix, it's now in the pie dish, it's cooled. In a perfect world, we would cook the pie mix the day before. In the pie dish, allow it to cool, allow it to mature, and then cover with the pastry. If we didn't allow it to cool, what would happen is the pastry would melt. So just short crust pastry, just very lightly flour. Most people today, they buy their pastry. There's nothing wrong with it because there's very good pastries out there, but if you want to make your own, that's fantastic. I'm allowing the pin to do the work and keep on turning it and working it until you know it'll cover your pie. Egg wash the side of the pie dish, which will help create the seal. I allow it generously to drop over the edge of the pie dish. What I don't want to do is start to work the pastry, to overwork it, to make it too thin. Just trim with a knife and then just egg wash. And there's our pie in the oven, approx 30 minutes. So there we have it, steak and ale pie, a great British classic. Delicious.